Welcome, Legionnaires, to the frozen north of Westeros as House Stark prepares to defend its homeland in today's Ice and Fire Total War battlefield here today. And we have a very lovely 2v2 here as we have the Starks here. We have two Stark armies defending against a Greyjoy invasion here. As, yes, Theon Greyjoy has led the Ironborn North to reclaim or to take, I guess, land that they believe is rightfully theirs. All coastal land in Westeros is rightfully should be owned by the Greyjoys. And yeah, I don't actually think there is a Theon Greyjoy general, but I like the idea that maybe it is Theon Greyjoy. We've got Vicatarian here, and we've got a Greyjoy captain. I guess we could pretend this is Theon. I don't know why we don't have Theon. I guess he could be both Stark and also a Greyjoy sort of general. I guess you could just make him one of each. It'd be quite cool to see. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. We've got the Direguard captain over there, and we've got Robb Stark as well. He's managed to get back north after fighting the Lannisters, and he's here to put down this Greyjoy invasion. Should be a very, very interesting. Greyjoys, yeah, primarily an infantry faction, so actually Starks, who don't really have the greatest of cav themselves, they have like these tier 2 outriders as like some of their better cavalry. They're actually going to have cav superiority there. What is that texture? I've just realized, what is going on here? Look at this. What is this? What is this? Very odd. I guess this is a work in progress map, that's for sure. There's maybe been created here, but it's very cool. A little like sort of, yeah, like just sort of like coastal map. Give off the idea of the north with all the mountains over there. But yeah, I believe this is from the test pack. I don't think it adds anything really to the Greyjoys or the Starks. I'm not really sure. I think they just were playing with these factions, and it was on the test version. So hence this one. Maybe Greyjoy's been rebalanced and the Starks might be. I don't think there's anything aesthetically that has been changed, really. Nothing I can see anyway. But yeah, we've got lots and lots of nasty shock infantry here, Iron Makers and Kraken Guard here for the Greyjoys, which is great to see. I'm looking forward to seeing all those nasty shock units in battle, that is for sure. But yeah, it should be really, really exciting. And yeah, we'll see how this one goes. As you can see already, the Greyjoys and the Starks dueling with their archers. I don't believe the archers of the Greyjoys is going to be nearly as good. These are just reave bowmen. They might have to get a bit closer than the longbows, I think, to actually get in range, but I'm not sure if that's entirely true. We've got some Wolfswood Hunters here as well, which are light archers. They actually brought even the cheaper archers. Don't often see this in House Stark. Usually just like, you know, the longbows are provided and brought. They are in action. But yes, if you don't know about the Ice and Fire Total War mod, you can get the mod down in the link below if you want to. You have to get it off mod DB. You cannot get it off the workshop. It's for Attila Total War. And yeah, it's just set in the sort of the world of the books of Game of Thrones, so a world of Ice and Fire, rather than, or a Song of Ice and Fire, I should say, not a world. Rather than it's not set in the sort of the universe of the show, so hence like these units look very medieval-like, rather than, you know, looking like well, just like the extravagant units of the show. So yeah, if you're new around it and you haven't seen any of these videos before, that's why these units look like that. There is a Seven Kingdoms Total War mod, which has kind of got, you know, the uniforms of factions from the show. But that's a bit more limiting. This mod is planning to add loads of factions. Like, I'm talking a lot, minor and major. All the majors are pretty much in there anyway. So it's a lot of minor houses being added, or what technically I guess minor houses. They're not Lord Paramounts of their region. So yeah, but there's some really cool houses yet to be added. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. Wolfswood Hunters here actually look like they're going to be beaten back. And there you go, we've got the Reavers throwing their javelins, which does poison damage there. So, oh no, the Trappers, sorry, these guys do some damage with poison ammo. Yeah, Reaver Bowmen back here are taking an absolute beating, actually. They are losing that range fight. But it looks like the Greyjoys are going to be aggressive, which is kind of what they have to do. Cav going in there attacking Drowned Men. These guys, I believe, give a lot of morale inspires. They are light shock infantry. And Science Men also going in. I believe these guys can go berserk, Science Men, if it still is the case. So yeah, they'll fight to pretty much the last man. I don't think the last man, but pretty damn low, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, Winterfell Swordsmen are solid infantry. They will hold the line against the Greyjoys. It's just whether the hammer and anvils from the Cav can do a lot of work. And archers might need to shoot things like Vicatarian. I mean, if he starts jabbing, I'd say he's probably technically in melee. He is actually doing stuff. But yeah, trying to take out generals is probably the best bet to try, you know, defeat the Greyjoys if they do take a melee fight, because Yeah, the Starks have decent infantry, but not like better infantry than the Greyjoys. And certainly these Levy Spears being sent in, they're not going to do the work. Winterfell Axemen going in. I mean, Starks can bring a lot of shock. Certainly not better ones. They've got a lot of tier 2s. They do have some tier 4s, like the Dire Guard, but they only bring one of them. And it looks like we're going to see a lot of Wolfswood Woodsmen as well going in as well, which are a support, supporting the cav fight over here. The only cav fight that I think we'll see today. Mounted Axe Raiders are actually a pretty solid cav unit. I think they have anti-cav capabilities as well, but they are wavering and losing. I mean, yeah, they're getting overwhelmed there by infantry and cavalry of House Stark. There go the Wolfswood Woodsmen going in. They are a tier 1 light shock infantry. They're going to get jabbed here by the Trappers. I think it does a little bit of damage to them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does a poison. Let's just pause on that. What is that doing, actually? That's doing melee attack damage, fatigue, speed, melee defense. Yeah, it's, I guess maybe it's sending these guys, yeah, meaning they don't charge in as effectively. It's probably, yeah, that's probably worthwhile, that's for sure.
And running for their lives.
But it looks like already, yeah, I mean, right now, Silencemen going in, unsupported, they're getting charged in the back by Cav. We've got Iron Makers going in. I mean, they're sort of charging in. They just don't really have reserves, it seems. And right now, the Starks have a lot of good reserves. I mean, we've got the Greyjoy Captain. He is getting side-shotted quite badly right now. Kraken Guard going in as well. It's heavy melee infantry. I always thought these guys were shock. I don't know why. They're getting countered by shock. Winterfell Axemen. And we've got more Axemen coming forward. They try to get in amongst the archers here.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Yeah, nice sideshots there from the Greyjoy onto the Greyjoy Captain. That's going to do a lot of work to them. I think we're going to see some cycle charges here from some of the Reavers. There you go. They've broken through that militia sort of line. No surprise there. There is another line waiting. Gatekeepers, pole arms. That'll be a good counter to the shock infantry. Never really see these guys ever being brought by the Starks, but it's going to be interesting. I'm surprised they haven't pushed them forward when the infantry line got engaged up here. Instead of just establishing a second line. Actually, there's another cav over on this side. I didn't realize there was a second one, but it is actually just mopping up some Outriders there. So it looks like the Greyjoys are actually winning that cav fight there. Not that you really should be. Balance power is still pretty damn even. Greyjoys have 3,400 against the Stark 3,900. Let's see, each of those warriors for the Greyjoys is very effective in melee. It looks like the Trappers, they look like they're winning some of these fights. They're beating the Outriders here. They need to get a prolonged melee, I think. But the Woodsmen are beating these offensive spears by the looks of it here. Those Trappers doing a pretty good job. And then they have javelins. I always keep thinking they're a Javi unit, but they're not. They just throw javelins. Very handy unit. I don't really play Greyjoys because I enjoy having cavalry, but yeah, it's a really good faction. If you know how to play it, it is a really, really strong faction. Vikatarian, he's still going. He's fighting Longos over here. Yeah, these are tier 3 archers actually. They're pretty solid. Not tier 2 like a lot of other people's bowmen are. Well, like longbowmen anyway. But I get the polearms in here, and the sworn swords, like these gatekeepers, yeah, they're just getting focused down here. Look at that, down to half strength already. I mean, the Reaver bowmen are nearly out of ammo, but still, a bit of a waste there from the polearms. And again, over here, it looks like they were bringing forward thralls, which are skirmishers. They're going to jabby the gatekeepers. They really need to, you know, get Cav over there to try and pin these guys down, so then the polearms can go in and finish them off. So I think this flank over here for the Starks is looking a lot better. You can see Silencemen breaking 28 of them left. I didn't think they did break, go to the last man. There goes the Greyjoy Captain. He has died. He's been side-shotted one too many times, and he has finally died there. Probably also fighting the Dire Guard Captain. Has not helped fighting that nasty shock infantry there of the north. And yeah, more Silencemen being sent into the fight there. Looks like the Dire Captain's going to withdraw. What's still in here? Swordsman. You can flank around, in fairness. Line is holding for now, but yeah, I don't know where. I think like most of the captain's army for the Greyjoys is out on this side. Vikatarian holds most of the left flank.
Men, run from the enemy! This is shameful!
And yeah, there you go. The Starks are broken through over here, and they've broken a lot of the stuff over here. Look at that trap is all breaking there. And they're going to be able to get into the backline. These guys, Reave Bowman already wavering, just because I think either getting shot at, or just because their general's dead. That's also possibly got wide, but they can flank in now. Can these units? These Wolfswood Woodsmen still have plenty of ammo as well. Not had to use it just yet. Bit of a waste that they haven't used it already. Ironmaker's starting to waver as well. Not looking good on that flank, but this flank's looking okay here. I mean, the Starks are getting beaten back. I mean, there's a lot of longbows they're killing off here. Are the men of House Greyjoy, the men of the drowned gods. What is dead may never die. Those are the words of House Greyjoy. Everyone knows the words of House Stark. Winter is coming. Direguard captain, he's going to get chucked in, I think, to face off against Victarion in a moment here, because these longbows are about to die. But yeah, Victarion is starting to die here. I mean, he's got such a cool name. He's probably got one of the coolest names, in my opinion, in Game of Thrones.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Might be through, actually. This scienceman might have found a gap here. I don't think it's pulled through, but there is just a gap. This scienceman here can just kind of get in and maybe get in behind the lines here. Direguards over here as well for House Stark. But yeah, those sciencemen maybe missed an opportunity there. They are now just re-engaging. And there goes Swordsman. And yeah, the scienceman, they've given it I think he is actually just pulling them out now. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's okay. Maybe a little bit of a pull through. But it's not the end of the world. There was a valid gap. And yeah, Victarion, look at that, 27 of them left. If he is to die soon, that will be GG in a moment there for the Greyjoys. The Cav now taking effect. Robb Stark, fresh and unused, is going in and he's going to start hammering and handling stuff over here like the Reave Bowman. The Scienceman's also gone out of control, is not good because that was going on for some nice little flanks there. There goes Victarion. I don't think he died, but he has just broken there yet, and that's going to cause a massacre out there. No generals left now for the Greyjoys. And with the rear charges coming in from Robb Stark, that is going to be a full capitulation of the House Greyjoy forces. And with 1,600 men left, House Stark is going to hold on to the north, it seems, for now. So yes, well done to Robb Stark and his men. Unlucky there for the Greyjoys. They're going to have to return to their ships. Those cowards that have not decided to die for their drowned gods. And there you go, a Pyrrhic victory for the Starks. And we'll have a quick look at the end results. So yeah, this one was, I believe this was sent by Bad Omens, who sent this one in, playing alongside Icky as the North. It looks like Omens here getting 144 kills with his general, his Direguard captain. And then his Axeman, yeah, 77 kills. His Cav, 124 kills for two of them there. His Longbow's getting 139 kills, 188 kills. I only brought the two of them because I think he's... well, no, he brought two cheaper bows, of course, as well. And then Gatekeeper's got 126 kills, one of them. The other one just got focused down, but at least one of the pole arms did well. And he did bring in another Direguard, so you can obviously bring two if you bring one as a general. But yeah, 142 kills there is not bad either. Robb Stark getting 102 kills, farming down units at the end there. Wolfswood Woodsman getting 279 kills, 175 kills. Yeoman getting 135 kills. Axeman getting 160 kills. 100 kills with one of the Outriders is not bad. Longbow's getting 172 kills, 138 and 155. And then the Direguard's getting 106 kills. And one of the Sworn Swords, I think you only brought the one. You can only bring one. Get 125 kills. Then with K1 playing as House Greyjoy, 93 kills as Greyjoy captain before he died. Then the Reave Bowman did very well, 210 kills, 208, 182 kills, very, very nice. Trap has 156 kills, 203. And then the Ironmaker's 111 kills and 162 kills. Shame about the Kraken Guard, they really let down on the side there, getting very few kills. And then we've got Frogpit playing as the other House Greyjoy army, led by Victarion. 121 kills for him before he fell. His Bowman getting 131 kills, 107. His Trap has 115, 169 kills, 126. His Greyjoy Reavers, 121 kills. And one of his Iron Makers getting 176 kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's Game of Thrones battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here. And I'll see you guys in the next glorious Game of Thrones battle. Bye-bye for now.